Oh, this is almost laughable. Zero Hedge. Adam Schiff demands Bolton, remember, John Bolton, warmonger I told you Trump had in his cabinet for a reason. For a reason. Keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. And then he finally kicked him out like he did other people. Schiff demands Bolton as witness for the impeachment after explosive revelation manuscript leaked to the New York Times. Gosh, it seems like this happens every single time. And it turns out every single time to be nothing. No evidence, no nothing. It's hearsay. Bombshell, bombshell, bombshell. Turn on the news. Bombshell, infrared, bombshell, New York Times. Bombshell. Matter of fact, CNN. Hold on, I need my shot. Stand by. I can't. Yeah, I've got to get immune to CNN. That shot only lasts like 3 days. Here we go. Okay, I'm ready. Kicks in immediately. CNN's probably running with this story. Oh, sorry, something more important. Kobe Bryant and his daughter are dead. They died in a helicopter crash. What else? Oh, breaking top stories. Next top thing. New York Times. Bolton draft book manuscript says Trump tied Ukraine aid freeze to political investigations. Heard it from a friend who wrote it in a book that Trump's been messing around. They've got a new scam every weekend. It's extremely weak and mostly false news that no one's talking about. Surprise! After the White House lawyers' brief rebuttal, less than 3 hours, managed to tear apart Representative Adam Shifty Schiff and the House manager's 20-plus hour odyssey in the Senate impeachment trial, is anybody surprised that right at the last minute, a bombshell is leaked to the media that promises, as always, this time we got him. We got him. You ever heard of the boy who cried wolf? By the third time, the town didn't believe the kid. And then that's when the wolf came and actually ate all the sheep. We're on I don't even know, 3? No. We're on multiples of 3 now. Whoa. Anyone? Anything come? Nope. We got star witness, sir. Star witness. What did you have? You had first-hand information? No, I did not. Oh, you didn't. What's you're the star witness. What did you have? I read a New York Times story. And my assumption, of course, was that he did it. Okay, sorry. You're not a first-hand account witness. No, I'm not. You don't even have really a third-party person. You have a New York Times article as source information. Yes, that's correct. You remember that? I don't even remember which whistleblower that was. Gone. This time we got him. We got him. This time the New York Times. Speaking of which, the New York Times again. Same as the whistleblower on the stand. Sir, what's your information? New York Times article. So no first-hand account. You weren't on the phone call. Nope. Just read a story in the New York Times. And they said somebody said something. And I believe it. And I am a high-level individual that was close to Trump in some of these things he was doing. Right, that's why you're here. And we're hoping you had first-hand information, and you don't. You're reading us a fake news New York Times story. That's your source. Yeah. Yep. They actually ran with that horse crap. And here we are again, leaked to the New York Times. This time, the New York Times reports that Trump's former national security advisor, John Bolton, alleges in his forthcoming book, again, alleges, of course, that the president explicitly told him. And Adam Schiff, I want him on the stand. I want Bolton on the stand so we can grill him. And he's going to say, well, this is what I remember Trump saying, with no proof, we have the call transcripts. It doesn't matter what person says, well, this is what I heard. We have the transcripts. Word for word, what was said. And anybody who said different, did you hear it yourself? No, but I heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who heard it from another. Trump's been messing around. He's out late every weekend. And the Democrats are talking about him, and it's making me mad. Trump wanted to continue freezing $391 million in security assistance to Ukraine until officials there helped with investigations into Democrats, including the Bidens. Listen, I wish Donald Trump had a transcript where I hear him as his badass self saying, listen, bitch, you want that aid? I've been hearing that the previous administration has been doing some illegal stuff, and your previous administration has been doing some illegal stuff together. I think we both ought to look into this. If you want that aid and you know it's good for you, you'll look into it. At least start an investigation. I'm not telling you what you're supposed to find. Do the investigation. I wish I saw that. And that's not even what happened. And even if it did, you have a criminal act happening in the previous government. For God's sakes, the new government is saying we need to look into this. It's a nation of laws. We have international laws and treaties and friends and allies. Guys, you want me to just leave this alone? No. We did something wrong. Look into it. Who did it? Why did it happen? You got to hold aid back? Hold aid back even. Yeah, go for it. Matter of fact, stop giving aid to the whole effing world. Lower the crap out of my taxes. Oh, Trump's working on that. Speaking of that. In 90 days, Trump will have another tax cut plan for the middle class. Oh, you don't say. Bolton also wrote that several top cabinet officials had knowledge of Trump's demands, including Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and Attorney General William Barr, as well as acting White House Chief of Staff Mike Mulvaney, according to the fake news New York Times. The leak, if true, contradicts Trump's claim that he never tied the holdup of Ukrainian aid to his demands for investigations into Burisma corruption surrounding Hunter Biden's exorbitant pay for doing a sweet deal. Of course, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer instantly responded to the New York Times story, tweeting, John Bolton has the evidence. It's up to 4 Senate Republicans to ensure that John Bolton, Mick Mulvaney, Mick Dundee, and the others with direct knowledge of President Trump's actions testify in the Senate trial. How come we haven't heard about this before? Even when the Democrats had their whistleblower and this guy and that guy, how come we never heard about him then? He didn't have the information then? Now he's got it? Yeah, okay. And the House managers were even stronger in tone, demanding Bolton as a witness. House manager's statement on New York Times report on John Bolton, Washington, D.C. Today, the House managers in the impeachment trial of the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, Adam Schiff, Gerald Nadler, Zoe Lofgren, Hakeem Jeffries, whatever, all these people, issued the following joint statement. Today's explosive revelation that President Trump personally told former National Security Advisor John Bolton that he would continue the freeze on military aid to Ukraine. Okay. Anybody can say, so-and-so told me this. They told me this. Do you have a recording of it? No, I don't. Do we have call transcripts? We have call transcripts of the call to the president of Ukraine. That Adam Schiff originally said that call contained the evidence. That call had all the evidence in it. And then they released the transcripts. Oh, maybe it didn't. Man, second thought, I guess it didn't have anything on there. Matter of fact, it had absolutely nothing like we thought it did. But you told us it did. You swore it did. You made up a story in front of Congress in the House. Complete nonsense. It was so fake it was ridiculous. And then had to backtrack the next day or two. I guess everybody here doesn't know a parody when they see one. Could you imagine a judge? Sir, you're guilty. You ran over that person's dog? I'm sentencing you 30 years in prison. You're getting a life sentence. Screw that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Next day, oh, just kidding. Just kidding. It was parody. No, it was an accident. You just do 2 hours of community service or have a nice day. No, this is a serious matter. You're not going to find a court doing that, and you're sure as hell not going to find the House or anybody like him, top of the intelligence community, saying something like this. Oh, it was parody. No, he was leaked a fake transcript. He was leaked a fake transcript. They pulled one over on that stupid idiot. And he ran with it like a moron. And then we released the real transcript. Oh. I'm telling you, these people are being played with by the boss. The Don. It's like, again, like a person trying to teach quantum physics to a monkey. Oh, you cute little monkey. Okay. Sarah Tinsley, a Bolton spokeswoman, declined to comment on the accuracy of the report. Really? Regarding the ambassador's manuscript. The ambassador transmitted a hard copy draft of his manuscript to the White House for pre-publication review by the National Security Council, she said in a telephone interview. The ambassador has not passed the manuscript to anyone else, only the NSC. So another internal White House leak, huh? And this comes just hours after Schiff proclaimed magnanimously that while their witness calls were all relevant, White House lawyers' call for Hunter Biden as a witness would never stand. Well, because he's completely irrelevant. Schiff told NBC's Chuck Todd, I bet, that the president's defense doesn't have the right to call irrelevant witnesses or witnesses who aren't fact witnesses within the trial. So Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden's not. It's all about him and his father. It's not a question of what I'm afraid of. I'm not afraid of anything. It's a question of, should the trial be used as a vehicle to smear his opponent? Or is it to get to the truth? Schiff added. Which is odd given Ukraine's meddling in the 2016 election, which is a debunked conspiracy theory according to Schiff. There's just one thing. It's not. As none other than Politico noted in January 2017, Ukrainian government officials tried to help Hillary Clinton and undermine Trump by publicly questioning his fitness for office. They also disseminated documents implicating a top Trump aide in corruption and suggested they were investigating the matter, only to back away after the election. And they helped Clinton's allies research damning information on Trump and his advisors, a Politico investigation found. So we did have some election meddling, yeah. Not Russia? No, their next door neighbor, Ukraine. And in favor of who? Hillary Clinton. Gosh, seems like we ought to have had a major big investigation. Only we didn't. Not even kind of. Again, Democrats get a free pass for everything. Because it was Democrats who were running the entire government with their political hacks in the media, liberal leftists, or hiring all their people. Again, because when you appoint people, they start head of the FBI, liberal Democrat, next guy, liberal Democrat, all the upper echelon, liberal Democrat. Now you got liberal Democrat policies everywhere, which means, yeah, we don't send each other to jail. Email scandal, Hillary Clinton, private email? No, there's nothing here. I mean, intent. It's so hard to prove intent, says James Comey. That would be a real tough one. Miss Clinton did not, we don't think she intended this. No, she just set up an effing server in her basement to have top secret communications and sell data to China. There's no intent at all. Nothing. So will there be a quid pro quo or Biden's testimony for Bolton's testimony? Trump on Wednesday told reporters in Davos, Switzerland, that he didn't want Bolton to testify before the Senate. The problem with John is it's a national security problem, Trump said. He knows some of my thoughts. He knows what I think about leaders. What happens if he reveals what I think about a certain leader? And it's not very positive, and then I have to deal on behalf of the country. He added, it's going to be very hard. It's going to make the job very hard. And cue the Donald Trump is done proclamations. I'm sure Trump is saying that right now. on purpose. He's not really concerned about Bolton. Not at all. And he's setting the Democrats up for another failure. Even with that last statement. Yes. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Take care.